And you're now live, Costa.
Hello. You're joining me from Turkey this time. Everyone needs a holiday, don't they? So it was my turn. Luke had his turn. Today we'll be doing the group stages for the Bunker 3-man. It'll be on a randomizer. Everything will be done through Luke because I've got no equipment with us today at all. Obviously, we see that a few people have already said hello in the chat. I'm just joining. Sorry, I'm on dial-up internet as well, by the way.
Ash has already gone out as well, already.
Yeah, Ash, the plexi isn't coming. But a ban is.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Here's a cheeky obviously announcement that plexi is built.
This isn't the announcement, unfortunately, Sparky, for the plexi. I'll have to tell you that now. But here's what it is. Obviously, we've got Jake. Jake, would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh, fucking hell, you had to put me in the spot there, didn't you?
I'll put you on the big screen as well.
I know you, I was just saying. So, my name is Jake. I'm a player for Speed Cartel. My name in Jersey is Horny 66 on Speed Cartel. All it is for me. I'm nearly as bad as Costa when it comes to public speaking.
Obviously, everyone knows Luke and his big head.
Oh, hang on. Ooh. My big head's got a nice little addition. Look at that.
It's got a new addition today.
Look at that.
Mine's got no hair.
That's what happens when you let 13 mentals into a walk-on. No, not very good. Jakey, smexy boy. 66, not 69. Terrible. Yep. Do you know what? I have to agree with Simpson now. Could have went for 69.
Yeah. I couldn't have went for 69. I asked for 69. Was all you taking?
Oh, yeah. Kian, if you're watching this, sort it out. Plexi, Simpson. Everyone is going on about this plexi. I think we might just do, a plexiless bunker. Just create a wall. 69 is too common. Yeah, it's definitely the best one, though.
Yeah. Depends if you're good at it, though, doesn't it?
I've had no complaints yet.
I like how everyone just went silent there. Like, yeah, we ain't talking about that. I'm just waiting for this chat to start go off for you. Like,
I bet your missus would say different, though.
She probably will, to be fair.
It's always good on the man side, isn't it? Oh.
Yeah, if you don't hear no complaints, then you've got no complaints, have you?
I'm trying to change this up. So there we go.
There we go.
That's it. Plexi and Astro. No plexi. Keep it PG. Nah, you're on the wrong stream if that's the way you think this is going to go. So, Costa's got over his little bit of fear of public speaking, as we all know he doesn't like.
Oh. 2 seconds. Dial-up's kicking in again.
You're fine. Costa's in Turkey. He's struggling with his internet, so if he starts lagging out, at least everyone knows what the crack is.
Either way, he's still beating all of us, though, because we're all still sat in England.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, at least it's still light here. It's dark over there. No, so anyways.
Come on.
Let's get to what we came here to do anyway, which was the group stages. Now, we've kept it very, very hush-hush on who is booked on. If teams decided to put that out themselves, then that was up to them. But
Luke has kept it very hush-hush. I've been trying to bug him for weeks.
Literally, the past 3 weeks, all it's been like, you're going to tell me who it is then? You can tell me who's booked on. You can tell me who's booked on. And it's like, nope, not until a week of the comp. It works out better. People prefer it this way, to be honest. Oh, someone's delaying back.
On the stream, mate.
So, I'm going to add this in. And this is probably the fairest way that I can think about doing this.
No, hello. There we go.
Oh, Costa's back.
I can still hear you, but you just keep breaking up.
You
keep breaking up. Right.
No, it's just everything just goes like robotic.
So, I think the best way of doing this is we'll list them off team by team. We'll add them into my handy dandy wheel of names.
Actually, this is where we found out we were reversing.
And
Simpson, you'll just have to wait to find out if TWW's booked on. Just the same.
Where's Josh? Josh is preparing for Saturday, don't worry.
Josh is there doing laps on the field right now.
Yeah, he's already there putting the field out for us. Yeah, so we'll go through team by team. We'll pop them all into here. We can have a chat as we're running off the teams and stuff like that. See if it's because obviously, Costa, even you don't know the teams that are booked on, do you?
Nope.
So there's literally only me that knows all of the teams that are booked on. So we'll run through it team by team. We'll pop them into the list. We'll have a little chat about each team as they come on. And then once we've got the full list of teams, we'll start running them off. And we'll just alternate it between Group A, Group B. So as they get picked, they'll get took off the wheel of names. I think that's probably the fairest way that we could do this, especially with it being live streamed as well. So the first team that is up is going to be ECS. But the thing is, they don't only have one team that's booked in. They have two teams booked in. Did you expect that one, Jake?
Yeah. I expected that or thereabouts.
Thereabouts.
Yeah, I expected at least one.
I
At
didn't.
least one ECS.
Yeah. To be fair though, they're getting on it now. They're really getting on it. They're doing the training and all that stuff. They're on the D23 comp. They've been coming up for training with us.
They actually played quite well at the D23 as well, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Not bad. I wasn't expecting two, to be fair.
Yeah, two. To be fair, that's why I like the 3-mans because you seem to get more teams. You get double teams getting put in and stuff like that. And like, I don't know, it just shows that the scene is growing, which is good. Because if teams are able to ECS versus ECS make it happen, hey, you're all going to see it get done live while we're here. So I mean, if it happens, it's going to be class. But like Ben Jarvis, and he's a good guy. He's got his head screwed on, and they've been training with TSR. They've been doing all their own training.
And to be fair, I'll have to give it to the lads because they've pretty much supported the bunker from day one of us opening.
Yeah, they did.
They've been there for every opening training.
I think the test day? Did they come down for? No, they didn't. Did they? I think we started seeing them about July time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
July, August.
It was literally when Compton Open trainings became like a thing.
Yeah. Which is good, to be fair, because it's proven that what we designed Bunker to do, it's doing. So obviously, we've got the two ECS teams. The next teams that we have coming up is going to be Flashbang.
Yeah,
And again,
that was expected. Two teams from them.
Flashbang are good with us. They've always jumped on the all of our comps and stuff like that. But again,
two teams.
Flashbang have put in two teams. Again, I'll go back to the same thing again. 3-mans, they work because people put two teams in and they love it. Like, do you know what I mean?
And the thing is, though, it doesn't just give you
versus your own team.
Yeah, it doesn't give you only fighting another team that you compete against, but it gives you a fighting chance against your own teammates.
Yeah,
and then it gives you bragging rights then
as well. I like going against my own teams. So like,
it gives you bragging rights, doesn't it?
Yeah, because you're like, I'll just shit on you and Snake, or if you like Kiani and stuff, and when he eats shit on that Snake corner again, I'm hoping that he's in this chat because I'll sit and rinse him all the way through this. He messaged me on the daily for some kind of insult. So did we expect Flashbang coming through?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, they've been quite an active team, haven't they?
Yeah, massive. Look at D23.
Yeah.
They're doing well there. Did seriously well there. And
the thing is though, since they've started coming to the bunker, every comp, every training session, they've gotten better and better and better.
Yeah, it just proves though, doesn't it? If you put in the time and the effort, 100%. You're going to improve.
100%.
And I don't think anyone can doubt that Flashbang is putting in the time and the effort as well, because they're doing training down at Skirmish. doing all of our comps at Bunker and at District, and you know, I did speak to Luke before that the D23 Cup, and I said, look, just be careful because indoor and outdoors are two different kettles of fish. And anyone that's only ever played outdoors or only ever played indoors, like won't understand until they do it. And the two, like the difference between indoor and outdoor is massive. Indoors incredibly quick, very very quick. Like remember the D23 comp, Legion were just running through people.
I can say what was Legion's quickest game? Wasn't it like 20 seconds or something like that?
I think they must have done a game in about 15 seconds or so.
It was under 20 seconds.
Even like I seen it coming, to be fair, because that's the only problem with Legion is they're just not good at playing the points. And I was talking to, I think it was Harry. I think it was Mixed Rain I was talking to, and I said the only problem with you guys is the points. Oh no, it was Duroc, like Alex. I was talking to him about it. I said gun battling and all that kind of stuff. Like you guys dominate very very easily.
Oh, definitely.
It's just points. Like if it was based on wins rather than points, the way that we do comps, then they would have had that D23 comp.
I was going to say, they didn't lose a point all day, wouldn't it?
They technically won all of their games, like as in wins, but I don't think they won every single game on points. And there was
I think it was one or two.
Yeah, I think it was one or two where they just missed out on points, I think. But they were slapping all day, like. But it was expected. Indoors is it's their thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we'll move on. And next team that's coming up. I think, Jake, you would have expected this one. Speed Cartel.
Yeah.
And Speed Cartel also have two teams in. Getting a lot of double teams on this one, like. Which is good. Very, very good. But, like, a lot of double teams.
Leon's just messaged saying, you're still live streaming while you're on holiday. Yeah.
Work is work, isn't it? Like, we have to do these things. But yeah, Speed Cartel, new team. It was only freshly formed in January, February.
About that time, yeah.
You know, you got a few players that are in there that have got, you know, experience on it. Jake, you're getting smoked, Shag. Famous. Oh, is it Ethan?
Yeah,
it's Ethan.
I was going to say it's Ethan, that isn't it?
Yeah. Ethan is so I was Ethan and Ian are captain and co-captain of Team 1, and I'm captain of Team 2.
All right, okay. See, that's what we were just saying there, though. When you're going against your own team, you've got that rivalry within the teams as well, which is really good. But like, the amount of double teams we've got, 100% is going to be a couple of team versus teams.
Oh, 100%. I can't wait for it, man.
He's in the other team. And Simpson there as well. No fast gang. We'll see you boys at D23 sooner. Hopefully we do. Remember, we've got the other comp that's coming up as well, July 28th. That's going to be 5-man format. So after this one, I'm expecting that one to start filling up. I mean, we've already got a couple of teams booked onto that as well. So the D23
crazy kills.
But
see, this is what I mean. I'm guessing this is Leon with better get me tabs.
I hope you get my baklava as well.
Mate, I've been looking in shops and I found some. I found a big pack.
Sound.
Like
that's gonna be my only way of survival on Saturday. I'm gonna live off baklava. Who the fuck is Flashbang? Daddy Chill. I have a feeling that's like Kiani or something. Just because of the name.
Well, yeah. Crazy Kills?
No, the one that's up now, Daddy Chill. Who the fuck is Flashbang? And we've got Sparky. Obviously, we won't confirm teams or anything, but he's put in there in the chat. Same for Pirates. D23 in July will be there.
Good to see the Pirates again.
Do you know what? This time, Costa, me and you, when you guys go back over, if you come over for the July one, we're coming to Hickories with you, 100% this time. It's got to happen, hasn't it?
We'll have to do it in the C1 as well.
Oh no, mate! I'm going to look like something out of the In-Betweeners.
You got to get a yellow
It's
dwarf
happening.
on as well.
Crazy kills. Need a Parmo-sized pack of baklava.
I think he means
It is,
Paul
is
size.
definitely Leon in there.
Yeah, that's Leon.
100% it is.
Of course it is.
But yeah, Speed Cartel definitely been, a good out the gate, to be fair. They've got the experience. Keane knows what he's doing. Ethan knows what he's doing. There's a few lads in there that have already got experience for competing.
Sparky.
100% will book a bigger table. Yeah, definitely. And then obviously Keane. Keane knows his shit. Like, he really does.
Cold mozzarella sucks, by the way.
Sucks. Can you even read?
Anyone else like mozzarella sticks? I'll bring some.
Oh, that's like
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a strange one. Can use the Dad Wagon Boys. Oh, God. Right.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Leon's got a new car.
I don't even want to know what car he's got, to be fair. So the next one that we've got is coming up. Octavia. What time? You got a good car.
Exactly. That's what I said.
So obviously we've got a couple of the usual suspects as such. So we'll throw a little bit of a wild card in there now, which a couple of people might have known that this one was coming.
TWW.
Oh, you ready? TWW. Josh is making another 10. No, he's not. I wish he would. If he's in here, Josh, get off your ass, get your team back together. Let's do it. But no, the next team that's going to be on it is a team called PSB.
Oh yeah.
These guys are brand new to this, so it's a little bit of a baptism of fire when you look at like some of the other teams that are in this. So, it'll be good to see what they can do. They did the training with you guys over at District the other week.
Yeah.
They've been coming up playing the CQB quite a lot because they're primarily a CQB team. And if Jakey might be able to correct me, but I believe is it Peely's Speedy Boys or something like that, is it?
Yeah, Peely Speedy Boys. So the main captain is a guy called Banana. Well, everyone calls him Banana Guy because he always runs about in a fucking banana suit.
It's the lad I was telling you about, Costa, who came to
I've
the
seen
walk-on.
I've seen his HPA gun.
Yeah,
quite yellow one.
We can't say gun.
Article 1.
Airsoft toy.
It's a little bit late, mate. It's alive. It's already out there now. Luke's getting took down.
Yeah. And I've seen his recent build with all the little bananas on it. It looks quite sick, to be fair.
Yeah. It's
different.
It's going to be cool to see, though, because obviously, don't get me wrong, he does well in CQB, but I think a lot of people that are probably watching this, a lot of people that are in the chat, and obviously us three that are in here will agree.
Yeah.
CQB to competitive is two completely different kinds of fish.
Yeah, completely.
It's not just about running around.
Yeah, you've got
it's
to
all
think.
about
especially being a 3-man. I find a 5-man easier than a 3-man because if one of you guys get clapped off break on a 3-man, you're screwed. You've got to either lock that field down and hope for the best, or it's done. Whereas a 5-man, one of you or two years get clipped off break, you can still survive that quite easily.
Yeah, you can still survive with 3 on a 5-man, but
yeah,
2 on a 3-man's a bit harder, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, it'll be good to see what they do. Definitely be good to see. They're putting in the time. They've came to District. They've put a bit of training in.
They've been down District quite a few. I think we've done 2 training sessions with them now.
Yeah, I think it'll be two, possibly 3. It's around that mark. It's 2 or 3, 100%. So they do seem to be serious about it, but until you get your first comp out the way, I don't think that you know whether or not you want to do it realistically.
Yeah.
Because it is going to be a baptism of fire because you're jumping into a comp where there isn't, like, look at paintball, you can go into a breakout division, which is all new teams, whereas Airsoft being a lot smaller, there's no breakout division. You are thrown in there with, like, the sharks of the scene kind of thing, like all the people that dominate in the UK currently.
But to be fair, I think some people it works out better like that. Like with me, when my first comp, I was shot in against fucking decent teams, and I think actually it helped me a lot.
Sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. But yes, Simpson, PSB, new team. Peely Speedy Boys. I'm sure that's what the name is.
Yeah, that's what the name is. Yeah, Speedy
But,
Boys.
yeah, if you search on, I think it's TikTok, a guy called Airsoft Banana or Banana Airsoft. It's one of the two. That's the guy. That's the captain for them
Yeah,
guys.
then-
Always nerves when you first come. Yeah, that first comp, the first game when you stack up on that start gate and you think, shit, now it's real. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
what have I done here?
Yeah. And then you first time someone runs you down as well. It's like, why the fuck did I decide to do this? Fastcag remembers getting slapped at. Everyone, literally everyone, has been there. I don't care who you are, whether you're Legion or if let's say second to none or anyone. Everyone has had at least one moment at the beginning when they got slapped like fuck. It's simple.
Yeah.
Famous. We had that at D23, first 2 games with TSR, then Legion. Yeah, that's a bit naughty. That like.
That's harsh, that.
Yeah, it's not even me that does the games. Neither just it's where it's done.
It's literally you come in and you're straight in the deep end.
Do I don't know though. I wouldn't mind having not 2 on the bounce like that. That's bad. But I wouldn't mind having one of my hard games straight off the bat because you've got that first initial adrenaline. You've got plenty of energy and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah, obviously for the D23 5-man comp that's just gone. I was playing for a team called Northern Saints. I was guesting for their team, and as soon as I seen Legion for like one of our last games, I was fucking buzzing because I was like, they're gonna be fucking knackered, hopefully.
Oh no, them guys don't. they don't let off the gas.
Wrong thinking.
Yeah, I know. I was massively wrong, but
that's Sparky. We opened against Legion. Yeah, I'm sorry, mate. Yeah. I mean, someone had to.
I was expecting. Oh yeah, they might be a little bit tired. We might get a bit of a break, but yeah, we didn't.
No.
Yeah, it is a bit harsh. So we'll move on. Next team that we got up, and this is again going to be a surprise, and this will be a surprise to everyone. We've got
definitely TWW now.
Berserker. So if people are aware, there's a site that's a little bit down south that was, I think, over in Norfolk way. They were meant to be working with us on the league, and obviously we delayed the league till next year, but they have actually put a team into the 3-man for Saturday. So that's going to be really cool because not only do we get to meet the guy who runs Berserker, obviously they'll be able to get a taste for what the competitive scene's actually quite like, what it's like. But I don't think anyone at all could have seen that one coming. And to be fair, neither did I. Until he messaged me saying, "Oh yeah, I want to book on." I was like, "Oh,
had a team."
What was that? Sorry.
I didn't even know Berserker had a team.
Yeah, they've got their own. They've actually got 2 teams. They've got like a female team and a male. I don't know if it's like a normal mixed team or if it's a male only team. But I know that they do have the 2 teams because originally the plan was for them to put 2 teams in, but then they couldn't get the numbers for the second team, so I think they've just putting in that one mixed team into it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I speak to him, a fair bit, and he's quite sound, like the lad who runs Berserker. I'm sure his name's Tom.
It is.
It is Tom, isn't it?
Yeah.
If anyone knows me who's in the chat, I'm absolutely brutal with names.
That's why you call everyone Bruce.
Yeah, that's why people either get called Felicia, George, Bruce, or Deirdre. Like that's the nicknames for everyone. It's easier for me. But yeah, Tom, he is a sound guy. Every time I spoke to him, he's always been helpful. And obviously, we've always been helpful towards him with anything that he wants to do in the competitive scene as well. So again, that's 2 complete brand new teams to the scene. It's going to be a little bit of a baptism of fire for them both, but I mean, how else are you going to learn? Next team we have up is good old Northern Saints. Chris Day and all them have always been sound with us. Always. So literally, I think Chris Day was there on the opening event, our very, very first one back in May.
He was.
And I think Bunker's got a bit of a special place in his heart as well because, he got the lip fillers from that B.
Please don't be late this time.
Yeah,
Because
actually,
you could have closed every single time with every comp. This time, alarm early,
Very
get up
empty.
early,
Yeah.
arrive early.
yeah. So, Chris, if you're watching this and you're on the chat, set your alarm half an hour earlier than what you would have.
An hour.
And don't worry, I'll make sure you've got something to put over your can this time so the wasps and that don't get it. So, I mean, to be fair though, again, Northern Saints, they've got the experience of it. They've competed a few times now with us. All the lads are sound. I've never really had an issue with any of their guys. I've always been sound on the rules. I've always... They're one of them teams that actually just enjoy just being there as well, which is
If
good to see.
if Watcher's watching, tell him he needs to smile.
Tell him he needs
Smile
to
more.
smile. Right, I'm guessing it's a bit of an in-joke between you, or...
Yeah, like when we did a bit of training with him, he just didn't smile, and I was saying to him all day. I said, "Just smile. It might never happen." I said, "Just smile."
God.
I got to laugh. I got to laugh all day. But he said he was hungover from the night before.
Yeah, no, to be fair, a lot of people go out on a Saturday rather than a Friday these days. So we might not have anyone hungover.
You never know. You see anyone phone up, you know they're hungover.
Yeah. So next team that we have up is going to be a good one. Some people remember these guys, some people won't. If you've been in the scene for a long time, you guys should know who SOT is. I know, obviously, Ash is in the chat there, so Ash remembers SOT because, when I was on SOT back in the day, that's who, started at the exact same time as all the TSR lads. And then, obviously, when I left, no one else really steered the ship after that, but now they've got Kieran that's there. And to be fair, he's doing a good job with them. To be fair, he's getting them back on track, trying to get them all winning again.
He's pushing them hard, which it's what the lads need in SOT.
Yeah. It worked back in the day when I did it, and then I left and no one was there to do it, so it just kind of crumbled. It's just lucky that they kept SOT kind of going in a way, because it'd have been a bit shit if they'd never actually returned to the scene, because they were one of the original teams back in the day. With Sisters of Transylvania. Yeah. Ash, if it ain't raining, it ain't training, remember.
That saying there is one of my nightmares.
Yeah. Mate. Morgan's with you, isn't he, Jake?
Yeah.
He'll tell you that when we went to PPK, it was absolutely horrific, that weather.
Yeah, it was just the rain. The rain was absolutely brutal. And of course, you're playing in the rain, you're sliding about in the mud, you get absolutely freezing cold. It just
Hi,
wasn't...
Morgan.
Hi, guys. Yeah, it wasn't really too good of a time, but it was great fun, and we learned a lot that day. I really spark being off as well.
Yeah,
and
that was the day.
TSR, hey, if it wasn't for that day, maybe I would have never became part of TSR. But God, repping the guys.
Look at that! Can you see that brown nose for me? Because I can. Ash is sat in the chat now, going, yeah. But yeah, always raining on training. It was, it was a good day. PPK, we're talking 2-3 years ago now.
Don't know what you're talking about that
right.
PTSD on the 5 man.
Stephen just put in the group in the chat there saying sending in the newbies plus Ryan.
Yeah. So it's going to be a lot of new team on there. But to be fair,
it's actually the full new team besides Joan Ryan. Yeah, Joan Ryan. I think that. No, but he's first ever one for SOT though, isn't it? Yeah, so it's Kai. It'll be. I think it's Kai, Ryan. Yeah, and the twins, and Joe.
Yeah, and you've just told everyone in the live you roster right there and then as well.
It's not. Yeah, but they're going to know all the lads anyway.
Yeah, when you get there, now they'll be planning for it now.
Well, no one knows who they are.
So yeah, Ash always raining on training, 100%. I mean, to be fair, I prefer raining. When you're running around like a dickhead, cools you down a bit. It's nice.
Not
bad. You know what he's talking about?
Slide.
Ethan,
PTSD I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know, mate. The weather was fucking beautiful that day.
Sorry?
It was lovely, it was sunny, ground was nice and everything. Not a single drop of
Still
mud.
got PTSD from last five months.
Still got PTSD. Maybe we've still got the damage from it.
I'm still washing out the dirt out my ears from that.
Oh,
See,
mate.
That
was
last
a
5
bad
months was
day, that.
unbelievable. I had to keep changing my mask every about 5 minutes so I could see.
I've been checking the weather forecast all week, constantly. And to be fair, well, actually, I'm not going to say anything. I've been checking it, that's all I'll say. And it's mixed reviews. Let's just keep it there.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've
With
been...
the swamp. Again, Ethan? Don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sure he was playing in the fishing pond.
Yeah. Mate, he was on skirmish, wasn't he, where the pond is. That's all it is. Ethan, you meant to be on the other side. It was lovely on that side, I promise. You could slip and slide for days. I mean, to be fair, actually, going back to this, it was a swamp. If anyone's been keeping up with paintball, if you've actually seen the NXLs just had to cancel theirs, and they were still playing in what I could only describe as a river.
I was going to say, I've seen one of the HK lads put on a video, and I looked at it, I was like, wow.
Oh,
Swimming pool?
Yeah, it was bad.
That was bad, that, like...
I lost my cleats 3 times. It was lovely if you're a frog.
Hi, Connor.
No point checking UK. Do you know what's not even UK, Simsima? Just the northeast forecast. Like, even the guys on the TV, like, I don't fucking know. It could be rain, could be anything. We've got Connor, SOT. Yeah. That's what I mean. SOT's always had the love since the beginning. So, they could have made it big if they kept it going.
I was going to say that there's no point in checking the weather because they say it's going to be sunny, and then you get to that day, and then it just changes and says pissing.
Yeah. I mean, we've done it. Costa, we've looked at forecast and it's saying it's going to rain, it's going to rain, it's going to rain. It's got to the day and it's been beautiful. So moving on. Next team we have, which is, I'd say it's probably a favourite to some teams and maybe an absolute enemy towards others, but we've got TSR.
I knew this one was coming.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, a lot of people know, though. TSR, they've been in the scene for a long time. Long time.
But TSR is very, very active as well.
Yeah. I mean, you have to be, though. Like, if you want to try and keep that top spot, you've got to keep active. That's the thing.
Yep.
If you're letting it start and to dwindle, then it just opens it up for someone else to take that spot off you, really. There's a lot of experience on that team. And over Christmas and all that, they've been picking up more players as well with even more experience. Obviously, went over to NSL, did well over there.
Played really well over there.
Yeah.
Well, apart from Morgan.
But I don't think Morgan was even there. Or Kiani. I didn't see Kiani once.
Shots fired.
No.
Like, Morgan's just sitting there with his face like this.
Morgan's already on a plane to come over and to fight you, Costa.
Fucking flight right now.
What are you talking about?
Morgan's going to get things, isn't
Morgan, did you actually even go?
You know what? I'm not...
Quick.
Big love to the TSR boys. See, that's what I mean. TSR's they've got a good reputation in the scene. There's a lot of love from a lot of teams for them. So,
what it is for TSR lads. Like they're not assholes, but they'll quite happily help everyone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
If you ask them something, they'll explain to you how it would play better or where you could be going better. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I've spoke to Ash and Finchy and that quite a lot, asking them tips and stuff on where I could go be playing better. You know what I mean? And not once have they just like mugged me off. They're just like they stood there and have actually spoke to me and helped me.
Yeah, no, they are. They're good. That's the thing. No, when you've been in the scene for that long, they understand that the best way of helping the scene to grow is to actually help the players to grow as people. Which is the exact same way that me and Costa's always seen it. What the hell have you... Oh, the aircon. By the way, guys, if you've just tuned in or you haven't been watching since the beginning, Costa is actually currently in Turkey. The lucky little bastard. He comes back on Friday. This is the dedication we have towards the scene, right? I went to America, came back from America, literally had that one night's sleep, wasn't it? Woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning or something, came and set a field up. That was for the first comp back in July, was it? June, July, back last year.
Yeah.
And again, Costa, he gets his flight back on early hours on Friday morning. He'll go home, get a couple of hours kip, and then he'd be coming over to bunker and we'll be setting up the field again. So like,
Yeah.
that's the dedication towards the scene that we've got. Like,
So yeah, I'll be home for about 3, maybe 3:30 in the morning, and I'll be leaving the house for about 9.
to sleep in that.
I know.
Well, Luke, he just needs your drone over there, hover over top of him. That's some aircon, that.
Yeah.
Mate, I've already got this.
But yeah, obviously you got Ash there. Morgan played very well. I don't know what you're going on about Ash. I didn't see him play once. I didn't see him on the stream. Did you?
Nope.
Do you know what? I could feel the tension from Morgan.
Honestly,
He's not even on
Luke, if
screen.
you could see his face right now, it's... Oh, man.
Just get the fishing rod out. You might as well.
No,
Just get the nice 200-pound line as well.
you got to bite a long time ago.
Oh, I've definitely got a bite, yeah. Ashes for president, Stubbs for VP. I like that. See again, Morgan not mentioned there though. Just reeling him in. Just reeling him in. So we've got one final team to add to this list. And yet again, it's going to be a brand new team to the scene. And that is Purge Speedsoft. These guys literally booked on with us last night. Obviously, these are completely brand new to the scene. They're currently playing like the CQB side over at District. It's I believe that the captain's at Evan Lister, is it? Jake, you and Morgan know him obviously a bit better than I do.
Yeah. He's not a bad lad. From what obviously I've played alongside him on Speed QB. I've never played on like Speedfield or like that with him, but Speed QB side of it, he's good. His movements. It's next to that. The same what you said earlier on. Speed QB to competitive is completely different.
Yeah, and I think this is where a lot of teams are going to start to struggle a little bit because, as far as I'm aware, they've not actually done any training yet. They definitely haven't done with us. Obviously, they've had a little bit of time in the speed arena as they've been going, like doing like the walk-ons and stuff like that. But I think teams, they really do need to focus on training and understanding the game a little bit better. I love seeing new teams join it. I really, really do. But I do think you need to have that training in with say an experienced team, like let's say Cartel, who's on like a Cartel, Flashbang, ECS, or like TSR. You know, some of the lads that have done this a few times, understand what the score is, because then at least you can understand the rules before you go there. Because it's going to be a real baptism of fire when you've got to read this rule book, you've got to understand all the rules. Because there's people that are experienced in this and still come to me and ask about the rules. And for a brand new team to try and pick all that up, as well as train, as well as compete all at once, it's going to be a difficult job.
Yeah.
If you need any questions answered, just go to see Luke or myself. Don't go see Morgan.
Yeah. Morgan doesn't know what he's talking about. That's what it is. I don't think he's ever competed.
Sorry.
There he is. We've got him. We've got him.
I don't know what I'm on about.
You see, this is the kind of mentality that we have between Bunker and District. If you can't have a laugh with us, you can't be part of the team. It's that simple.
No, you're right. I'm clueless. Fine. Don't pester me.
Morgan, why are you getting so violent for? You're okay. It's a safe space.
It's the same space. For you guys, not me.
Yeah, so
He's
Simpson
definitely
here.
in the barrel.
He's definitely in the barrel. Love seeing the scene growing. Yeah, it's a good thing. 100%. The more teams that we get in, the more that we can do, really, because the whole long-term plan of this is to try and separate into divisionalized play, which is you've got your experienced teams that know what they're doing, and you've got like your intro divisions and stuff, which is what we want. Because that's when you're going to have, say, teams like PSP, Berserker, Purge, No Lemon, like the kind of intro divisions, and then the rest of the teams are being like your standard or like or whatever we would call it. We tried doing it last year, didn't we, Costa? But there just wasn't enough teams to do it.
No.
Yeah, so then you're going up against like the same sort of skill base.
Yeah. All new teams. You're not going to have that shit moment like Sparky was saying earlier on, and obviously Ethan and all that. Like you're going up against like Legion and that to start off with. Like you've got a massive skill gap. And that's no offense to teams or anything like that. That's just because they've had more time in the scene. They've played against more teams. They've played abroad and stuff like that.
They've played all over Europe, haven't they, Legion lads?
They played all over the world. They played in America as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So again, Cal, loads of new teams. It's the best thing. The more teams we can get involved in this, the better. Like, and I think a lot of the teams, some of the teams do it already, but a lot of the teams have to kind of take it upon themselves as well to try and push more teams into this as well. So not only as site owners from like me and Costa's perspective, obviously we're doing what we can to grow the scene as best we can, but I do think a lot of the teams themselves need to push it as well as much as they can. I don't know what you guys think on that.
Oh, 100%. Like that Evan lad who I'm guessing he's the captain of Purge. He's come up to me and spoke to me quite a few times about obviously competing and stuff like that. But obviously I've tried to send him your way, Luke. You know more about that side of stuff than what I do, but it's just I think it does take a lot on teams to drag people into it as well, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, there's a lot of players. It's because it's new. Competitive players brand new, especially to the UK as well.
Plus, the thing is, though, obviously, with us being all pretty much over the age of 18, everyone's got their own lives. Everyone's got their own commitments at home, families, etc., work. So obviously, sometimes the commitment's just a little bit too hard. But some people make it work. Obviously, it all depends. You know what I mean? So slowly but surely, we are starting to see new teams coming in. But it's the case of like the commitment side of things for other players to be coming into the competitive scene. That might be the issue. But what's to say in 6 to 8 months, them commitments might go down and they can devote themselves to playing more airsoft, competing and stuff.
Sometimes life just takes over, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm gonna murder this name.
Kyron.
I wanted to say Kyron.
It's Kyron.
Is it?
Is it? I hope it is.
Right. You. I mean, you're on the chat here. Is it Kyron? Is that how it's pronounced, or are we absolutely butchering this name?
Kieran.
Is it Kieran?
Apparently it's Kieran. I've been told by one of the mates.
Oh, right, okay. So Kieran.
Okay.
This is what. There's so many different ways. Like when people pronounce my surname, sometimes they get it wrong as well, don't they? So yeah, Kieran. Unfortunately, it's from Purge. I haven't had much time to train, but we're going to give it our best shot. Mate, just the best advice I'd give new teams, and I give this to everyone. I think Jacob even told you as well. Go, enjoy yourself, and enjoy the day. Don't think, oh, we have to win this. We have, or like, oh shit, we've just lost this, or we need to hit a podium. We need to do this or that. Nah, go, enjoy the day. Yeah.
Honestly, you're going to be the teams that are going. You're going to be with a load of decent lads. Have a laugh. You even if you can, just watch some of the higher end teams play, and watch how they move. That's what I did.
Yeah.
I when I first started out, I trained with like TSR and stuff like that, and I just watched how they moved, and I learned a lot from it.
You do, and literally, you just enjoy the day. That's the best advice I can give anyone. Literally anyone, enjoy the day, enjoy the flow. Like this, it's not the last competition that's ever going to be run in the world. Like this is just the beginning for the UK scene. Enjoy the day. Then after this, you take from it what you like and what you don't like, and then you go into training afterwards and start speaking to the teams. The best thing to do is go and talk to players on the day. Enjoy it. Don't come and talk to like the refs or myself and Costa, because you will get cold-shouldered. We are we're dickheads pretty much on comp days.
Yeah, but that's because we have to be. Yeah.
If you come and see us any other time, if you come see us, before comp or after the comp, we're a completely different person. We'll help you the best way we can. If you come see us on a training session, Jake will tell you I will happily give you one-to-one help with whatever I can help you with.
And he'll also shoot you a lot with your own gun.
Yeah, there's that as well. Just enjoy the day. That's the best advice I can give to any new teams. You enjoy the day. You enjoy the way it works. Talk to people. Make yourself some connections with teams, and take it from there. And if you enjoy the day, then you've already made connections with other teams. Because out of this list, obviously, I've never met Berserker face to face. But every single one of them every single one of the other teams, I personally know, and they are all sound. You know what I mean? Like, not a single one of them lads will tell you to piss off or anything like that, unless you try and pest them a little bit too much. A couple of them might tell you to do one, but enjoy the moment, enjoy the day, just have fun with it. Best thing to do. At the end of the day,
Have a laugh with your mates.
yeah, you're going to be 3 people on a field with toys. Best way to look at it. You know what I mean? You're running around with toys. Enjoy the day. Have a bit of fun.
Not them ones you keep under the bed, though.
Yeah, not them ones. All the ones in the bedside drawer.
Yeah.
The ones that got.
You never know. You never know. Some people might like that sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, whatever floats your boat, isn't it?
It might get.
I'm still yet to see a suppressor one. Flashbang, make it happen.
Yeah.
No, I might actually. You might actually be seeing one of them soon.
Yeah, as teams take dedication and time. Unfortunately, not everyone has that for other reasons. Like we were saying, people have lives. It can be difficult for some people, and it is.
Oh.
We've got Sparky, some a bit more.
Airsoft bananas in the chat as well.
Yeah, just trying to make my way through these comments a little bit. Any new teams, take on the advice you're given and have fun. Yeah, like I said, Simpsons bang on. Fast Gang's been going for what we're in now, April, probably a year-ish now. Competitively, I think Fast Gang's been going for a year. So they'll understand, make connections, enjoy the day, and just enjoy it. Keaton's in the chat. Now then, Keaton. Got Banana with PSB. And then we got... Oh, skipped that one. Flashlight on the Arc one who... This might be Harry. That Harry lad from the WhatsApp now. That's what I'm starting to think it is.
Yeah.
Could be.
By the way, go back to Airsoft Essentials.
Airsoft Essentials?
Yeah. If anyone needs anything buying for HPAs, go to that site, check him out. He's one of the lads from Speed Cartel.
He's got a lot of new coming up as well.
Yeah, he is also coming on Saturday as well. And he's going to have a little stall set up, and we're going to try and help him out the best way we can. So if you want something from him, you fancy something, fire him a message before Friday, let's say. And I'm pretty certain Keane won't have a problem. He will bring it for you on Saturday. But honestly, within the UK, Keane's one of the top guys. And obviously he's making moves for that stuff essential, so I can't blame him. I really can't.
Support him.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of new stuff coming on Saturday as well, so he's going to be bringing all that with him.
Nice.
There you go. And he ain't going to rip you off with pricing or anything like that neither. It's all the price that you'd expect. Right.
To be fair, he's actually cheaper than most.
Yeah, he is actually. Way to make Speed Tough sound like a competitive sport running with toys. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. They're very expensive toys, I'm not going to lie. But if you go on the field with that whole mentality of, 3 people with toys, that's all it is. Have fun. And I'll guarantee you now you'll do better than if you try and get yourself into a crazy, crazy competitive mindset. But
the thing is, though, even in paintball, obviously, they don't call them paintball.
Yeah.
They call them markers because all it is it marks you with paint.
Yeah.
So technically, it's still a toy because it shoots paint at you.
Just enjoy it.
Airsoft, you might as well call it airsoft gun marker because it marks you afterwards.
Yeah, it does. Right there. But Ash is in the chat. He'll tell you. Bengal boys, we went with 4 people and just enjoyed the day. We didn't go
And won.
We didn't go saying, "Oh, do you know what? We're going to go win this. We're going to win this." It wasn't until we got like right through the Ash turned around and he went, "We've got a chance here, you know. You fancy it?" And I was like, "Oh fuck it, we'll give it a go now." We just enjoyed it. Best thing. Go Keynes, Newark is naughty. Yeah, he's been talking to me about that actually. He was on the phone to me. What day?
I think
Monday,
I've
last
seen
night.
it.
Yeah, he was on the phone to me last night about it.
I think I've seen it on one of the Instagram stories.
Yeah.
It looks nice. Like,
So, I think we've kind of put this off for as long as we possibly can. Let's see if this wheel of names actually works.
oh, come on.
Dum dum dum.
So, the way that we're going to do this, guys, we've got two groups. There'll be two groups of 6 teams in each one, and we'll choose the first one that comes out. Will go into Group A. The second one will go into Group B, and vice versa. We'll just keep bouncing between them. And without further ado, I think it's time to start. So, first team that's going into Group A. Oh, who was it got?
Oh.
TSR.
TSR.
So we have TSR. So first team that will be going into Group B.
Shit.
Will be Speed Cartel 2. And then let's find out who TSR's first opposing team will be. Oh.
Flashbang 2, lah.
So we have Flashbang 2 will be going into Group A. And the second team in Group B, which will be Speed Cartel 2's opposing teams.
Go on, Speed Cartel 1.
This will be brilliant if it does. Oh, there it is. Berserker. It's going to be Berserker, isn't it? It is Berserker. So, in Group A, we currently have TSR and Flashbang Airsoft 2. And in Group B, we have Speed Cartel 2 and Berserker. The third team going into Group A. This is actually really fun, this. Oh, come on, a little bit more.
Ooh.
Oh, no. So,
all of the teams getting drawn.
Flashbang Airsoft 1. So, team number 3 in Group B.
Strong, get away, man. PSB.
Is going to be PSB. So we're going to stop that just there for now. Let's have a little chat. So far in Group A, we have TSR, Flashbang 2 and Flashbang 1. What are you thinking about that?
Oh.
That's good.
Bit of team rivalry's going to go on there, like.
Yeah, so we've got the both Flashbang teams in the same group there. You know, Speed Cartel has got one team currently in Group B, and the other team's still in there, so there's still a potential that Speed Cartel could go against themselves as well. So, and then in Group B, we have Speed Cartel 2, Berserker, and PSB. And what are we thinking about that one so far?
So obviously, both new teams, both new teams, aren't they? All three of us, really.
Yeah. So to be fair, it's working out quite well so far.
Yeah.
So rather than keeping everyone waiting again. So the team number 4 for Group A is going to be ECS 1. And then team number 4 for Group B.
Come on, Speed Cartel 1.
Come on, Speed Cartel 1. Oh.
SOT. No,
we got Purge. So we got. To be fair, this Group B is stacking up quite towards like the new teams at the moment.
Yeah, it looks that way, doesn't it?
So we still have ECS 2, SOT, Northern Saints, and Speed Cartel 1 left. So we will go for team number 5 of Group A, which is going to be
ETS too.
ECS 2. So again, we've got both ECS teams in Group A. Come on, let's see if we can get both Speed Cartel groups in Group B. So team number 5 for Group B is going to be.
Shit, we missed it.
And that's going to be Northern Saints. I mean, stacking up quite nicely so far, this. So we have SOT and Speed Cartel 1 left. So the final team in Group A is going to be.
Oh, shit, we moved. Oh.
Is Speed Cartel 1. So that leaves SOT going into Group B. So again, that's stacked up quite nicely. To be fair, I can't lie at all.
You've definitely planned that.
Mate, I wish I did. That's stacked up quite nicely. So there is your teams. Well, your groups for Saturday. Group A, we have TSR, Flashbang 2, Flashbang 1, ECS 1, ECS 2, and Speed Cartel 1. And in Group B, we have Speed Cartel 2, Berserker, PSB, Purge, Northern Saints, and SOT. They're pretty good groups, to be fair.
How is this going to work? Is it going to be like a first, second, and third for Group A, and then first, second, and third for Group B, or?
So basically with the two groups, obviously you're going to be playing your games within your groups.
Yeah.
There will be a leaderboard for each group, and the top 3 from each one will then go against each other again. So say whoever comes first in Group A will go against whoever comes first in Group B, and they will be fighting for their first place and second place. And then obviously with the Group A and Group B, they'll be fighting for that one and so on. It should be all in the rule book. There'll be at some point this week there'll be a full explanation on how it's going to work out. So to be fair, I quite like them groups. I really
I said the groups look quite. To be fair, knowing most of the teams that are on there now, it seems quite evenly matched. To be fair, the way it's played out.
Yeah. Group B, all of them seem pretty new teams. They got pretty new to the scene. So I don't know who's on the roster for Cartel 2, but with Berserker, PSB, Purge, and Northern Saints, they are still relatively new.
You'll be speaking about why you're saying it's fairly new.
Yeah. So obviously it's worked out quite nice. Luke's a tease. So let's have a look through these comments just quickly. Luke's a tease. I don't know what you mean about. We did it all random, so it's all good. Do the multi-roster teams decide which is team 1 and 2 on the day? They do. So when you guys come into Bunker, you guys will come into the shop first, even if you've paid the full amount or whatever, it doesn't matter. You have to come in the shop first. If you've never been to the site, don't worry. There's plenty of marshals on the day. They'll direct you to exactly where you need to go. You'll come into the shop, you'll fill out a roster. Your roster, when it is filled out, will be locked for that day. So if you have players that are on, say with Speed Cartel, let's say for instance, with Jake being on Speed Cartel, obviously you've just said that you're playing on 2.
Yeah.
So when you put on a roster that you're on Speed Cartel 2, you are locked to Speed Cartel 2 for that day. We do have bans, and that's how we're going to differentiate on who's meant to go on which team.
Yeah.
If we do catch people switching teams, there is penalties for it. So be very, very careful. Make sure you got your rosters decided. when you come in on the morning, obviously you've got to fill out your roster, you've got to make the payments on the morning as well. Quick word of warning as well, we do not do split payments. Only the captains per team will be able to come in and pay. So you've got to make sure that you do that. You will not be allowed to play until your roster is done and the payment's done. If you're first team up and we decide to start the games and you haven't done your roster, unfortunately, guys, that is your fault. You will forfeit that game. It is very, very simple. We do not mess around with it. You've got to be very, very careful and be on the ball with it, okay? Enjoy, Jake. Best to last. Nice groups. Good luck to all the teams. That's from Connor from TSR. And then, obviously, like we were saying earlier, a lot of the lads that are coming are very, very sound guys. You know, there's Connor there. If any of the new teams want any advice, swing by TSR Pits. There is, obviously, normally we do the numbered pits for all the teams, and obviously that gets put out at some point this week. But this competition, we won't be. There is a reason behind it, and we're going to get to that in just a sec. But what else have we got in the comments? Looking forward for this. Yeah, so you should. It's going to be a good day.
You know what? I'm actually buzzing for it. It's going to be. Obviously, I've played a bunker once, and then I've refed a bunker as well. The refing wasn't as fun. Like I said, that was that Mingen day on the 5-man.
Yeah.
So stood in a puddle.
If with the teams that are new to this, and obviously you guys are coming to us first, do spare a moment of thought for your refs on the day. Them guys are on the field for that whole day, whether it's raining, snowing, beautiful sunshine, doesn't matter. But the refs are on that field for that whole day. So just make sure that you give your refs a pat on the back at the end of the day at least, and give them the respect that they do deserve.
And you get shot to bits.
I was just about to say, they sit there and they take some amount of BBs that whole day, trust me. You guys think it's bad getting shot, try being a ref for a day. Obviously, we did tease a little bit about there being an announcement. And obviously, we're true to our word, there is an announcement that needs to be made. This might come to a shock to some people, but this comp's going to hold a bit more of a special place in Man Acosta's heart, because this will be the final time that you guys will be able to compete at Bunker. After this competition, Bunker refs have God mode. After this competition, Bunker will be closing. It's for a number of reasons, to be fair, but what we originally designed Bunker to do was to boost the scene, to bring competitive airsoft to the UK. We did have a long-term plan of having the indoor field as well, but that came along a lot quicker than what we first, imagined, wasn't it, Costa?
Like the expectation for the indoor field was, we're talking 3, 4, 5 years in the works, but it happened within the year.
Yeah,
and everything moved so quickly. It went from 100 to 1,000 after that.
Yeah, rapid. Within what was it? 6 months, 7 months. So from getting the keys to start Bunker, we then had the green light, and the deal was done for District within 7 months, which was insane, absolutely insane. And a lot of people don't quite realise. People might think that we just sit there and we only do the sites and stuff like that, but both me and Costa, we both do full-time jobs. We both have family lives and our own personal lives. And then we've got the 2 sites on top as well. And realistically, Bunker was only ever meant to be a stepping stone towards where we were already at. Bunker has served its purpose, I do think. And technically speaking, Bunker, the brand, obviously isn't going to be stopping. So the speed field that's currently at District 23 is going to be getting renamed. So obviously it's going to be 2 completely different fields. You've got District 23, which will be the CQB. And then you're going to have Bunker, which is then still going to be alive, but within District. And that is going to be the speed field from the next week or so. Our website's going to be getting changed over towards being within District instead. It's been it's a little over a year. which I'm happy with. There was a lot of work to do. The weather hasn't been very kind to us over Christmas. And then, to be fair, the indoor side of it is better. It's going to be better to be able to grow the scene. Obviously, some people might have questions about Fight Club. So with the Paintball Fight Club, that will be getting cancelled. But with the Airsoft Fight Club, that is actually getting moved to District. The same prizes, all that same kind of stuff will be happening. But it does open it up to a very, very good thing. So although it's really bad, obviously, bunkers closing and this, that, and the other, but that means we can host a lot more competitions at District. Means we can put a lot more time and effort into District. And yes, Plexi is coming before anyone tries to state that one.
First person to comment on YouTube, Plexi is coming, or hashtag Plexi is getting banned.
I'm literally watching the chat now. I'm just waiting.
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for hashtag
your
Plexi is coming.
ban.
Plexi confirmed. There we go, Cal.
There you go.
But yeah, Plexi is coming. Don't worry, guys. See, that's part of the reason why obviously closing bunkers is the wise idea to do. Stuff like this should have been done a long time ago, but it's just been kind of back-footed. Simply just because of time, to be brutally honest. That's just Plexi is coming.
God. It's like a movement, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Do you know what? We need to get some jumpers or like some kind of like merch with hashtag Plexi is coming. And I think people would have it. People would buy it all day long. But it's going to be good. Is that why the bus stop was missing its windows?
Yeah.
Kieran, I can neither confirm or deny. Just don't look in my garage. Sticker needed. Cal, sort us out. Hey, you're the man for stickers, I know you are. You've got, 6 days? Well, 5 days, sorry.
Cal, is Cal coming on Saturday? Or?
I believe you are. Cal, you are coming on Saturday, aren't you? But yeah, it's kind of an end of times for Bunker, but having District there and having the indoor field and having, the potential is massive, absolutely huge, especially considering the fact we've got CQB and the speed field all within one, all with a roof over it, so it's not weather dependent, so comps like what happened in October won't happen again.
What are you talking about?
I don't have a clue what you're talking about. So it's just better as a whole. Plus, we can do more. It's easier to be able to stream, so it means that we can improve on that. We've got better Airbank that's going into District. So obviously, District at the moment is currently the only full-size field within the UK. And to be fair, it'll take some doing to be able to do what we've done. We've got full-size field. We've got a full Airbank system there, a full paintball Airbank system with fill stations. That's going to have 2 fill stations very, very soon. We have raised viewing areas where you can sit, you can stand over the field and watch the field happening. We've got full streaming. We've got full commentaries, dedicated areas. We've got multiple areas for teams. Like we could comfortably, even as it sits right now, could probably hold 30 plus teams. And we've got plans to extend like all of our party rooms and stuff like that. So we could easily go up to 40, 50 teams if you wanted to. So the potential that we have at District is massive compared to what we have at Bunker. Plus as well, means Costa can pull his head out of his ass a bit, because you've been quiet, haven't you? We've both been very, very stressed the past few months.
Yeah. It's just because obviously I've had stuff going on in family and work and stuff. Obviously having District, having Bunker there, it's just everything just gets on top of you. Like so many people will turn around and go, "When have you got the time to do this?" We don't. We just have to make the time, unfortunately. And for the last couple of months, like Luke will agree, like I haven't been there due to obviously family stuff going on, work commitments and stuff like that. I've just never been able to get around to it. Obviously we've seen it as a bad thing, closing the Bunker down, but you have to close one thing down to make something better. You
have to close one door to open another.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Kieran, Astro will be coming, but you're the next on the ban list.
The speed field ain't going to work because we're not going to have customers by the time this ban list is done.
It's 5 up to now.
Simpson, what did I miss? I don't know if you heard or not, but we just announced there, obviously, after this competition, Bunker will cease to be open up at Seaham. But the speed field over at District will be getting rebranded into being Bunker. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. We've built a brand. We haven't built a site. We built a brand. And that brand will just simply move over to District. It's got a good following. People understand us. They respect what we're doing. And to be fair, within the UK, who else is doing it? Who else is pushing it? SWAT are doing it, trying to do their bit now. So obviously that's June the 2nd. So obviously if you haven't booked onto that one as well, make sure you get over to there. That's June 2nd over at SWAT in Liverpool. I'm sure it classes, it's Liverpool area. I think it's Wirral. And then obviously skirmish sometimes put on events, but it's very as and when. So within the UK, there's only us and now SWAT that are doing things. Reggie, if Astro comes, I might return. Astro is coming, my mate. Astro is coming.
Bit of an inside joke to the Bunker closing down. It's supposedly not even our name. Someone else created it, didn't they?
No, don't. I knew you were going to do this. I had a feeling.
I'm going to go there. You know what I mean? We might as well.
Go for it. He's banned anyways.
Yeah, it's not our name, by the way.
You're going to have to explain this now because people will be thinking, what the fuck are these on about?
So, obviously, we used to play for a team. I won't name and shame anyone or anything.
Benji.
Obviously, when we first had the idea of the site, obviously, me and Luke came to an agreement of the name, of how the logo is going to look. And I got in touch with one of my friends from back home. Obviously, I'm not English. Some of you may know by my name. So I got in touch with a friend called Alex from Estonia to create us a logo. Pretty much we stayed up all night, me, Luke, and Alex, to create the logo. Obviously, things fell apart with friendships. And he then started claiming to everyone else that the name was his idea, the logo he designed, etc., etc.
The site was
obviously
his. He was one of the
site
owners.
was his. Yeah, so there was a lot of rumours from other sites that started dropping Luke DM saying, by the way, this is getting said, such and such has said this, etc., etc. So, yeah, it was one of those things. But obviously now it's more of a brand. Obviously, everyone knows the Bunker as us, and it always will be, and it always has been. We've been there from the start.
Bunker stickers on the.
So we'll start going through this. 2 seconds. We'll get through these comments first. So Ethan with 17 RPS. Obviously, this is in regards to the SWAT comp. Their rules have actually been changed. They are not limited. They're not going to be trying to limit your rounds per second, as far as I'm aware. I think they were talking to Lance from Fastgang. So at least he's managed to get that sorted as well. So that's a pretty good thing. So if anyone is looking at booking onto the SWAT comp, excuse me, they have changed their rules just to not be restrictive on fire rate. Kieran, I will miss Crossbow Pete. Crossbow Pete will always have a space in my heart. Goodbye, Crossbow Pete.
You'll have to make him a little area in District.
Yeah.
No.
Gone but never forgotten. Forgotten. It's all right. We'll still have his TikTok. Just shave the grass at Bunker when you leave and bring it with you. just sat. Costa comes into district one day. I'm just sat there with a sprinkler, just watering the grass.
Start cut the turf out.
It generally wouldn't surprise me with you, Luke. Not gonna lie.
I mean, I've done stranger things. Reggie, will the layout change? It's boring playing the same layout. It's just whoever is consistent on it. Yep, the layout is changing. The July 28th will not be the NSL layout. It will be a different layout. Mick Spain, I've been talking to Mick Spain about this, and obviously to keep away from bias, we're going to create our own layout. On the day before we release it, I'm going to put it across to him and see what he thinks. Obviously, he's been doing it a lot longer than us, so going to put it across to him, see what he thinks about it, see if there's any changes that he reckons should be made. We'll make a quick change of it, have a look, see how it plays. If we like it, we'll stick with that one. If not, we'll stick with one that we've got. But obviously, it's not going to be just down to me to do. It's going to be put out to other people as well. But yeah, layout is not going to stay the same. Ethan, thank God, should be good then. Yeah. So they've changed some of the rules, so that's good for SWAT. What were you saying there, Jake? Sorry.
I'm not even gonna lie, mate. I forgot now.
Yeah. Basically, to summarise, group draws have been done. And you guys should know on your screen your group draw results. The schedules for Saturday will be up on our website within the next 2-3 days. So you'll be able to see who you're playing when you're playing. It's going to be in heats, which is the exact same way that we did district. So obviously you can be playing 3 games. So let's say, for instance, TSR versus Flashbang 2. And it'll be Speed Cartel 2 and Berserker. So TSR and Flashbang 2 will go on the field. They'll play their game while Speed Cartel 2 and Berserker are waiting. Once they finish their first game and come off and start reloading, Speed Cartel 2 and Berserker will go and play their first game. Once they finish, they'll swap until all 3 games are being played for both teams. After that, the next heat that will go on will be then, let's say, Flashbang 1, ECS 1, and PSB and Purge. So, one quick pre-warning for obviously the new teams. Do not enter the field unless it is your heat. Obviously, everything's going to be explained to you on the day, but there is a marked out area just on the side of the field where you are allowed to sit and spectate. But do not enter that field unless it's your heat to play. You will get shouted at. If we do it multiple times, you will get dock points. It is very simple. You only enter the field when it is your time to play. You can happily sit and stand and watch with eye protection on the side. And obviously, if you guys are wanting to record, you do need to message me before Friday, 5 p.m. Otherwise, you will not be allowed to record on the day. And obviously, the second part of the summary was the announcement that we made, which obviously Bunker will be closing after this comp. This comp will be the final comp for Bunker, and to be fair, the final event for Bunker as well. After which it'll then be switching over and be rebranded into District. So District Speedfield will then become Bunker, and District 23 will be the CQB side.
Can I just add to that?
Go on.
I know some teams might need to get away, obviously, beforehand, but if you can't stay, please stay, because we would like to get a picture of all the teams that obviously entered the final event that the Bunker held at our outdoor site, and then obviously we'll get a picture made, and we'll have memories in District, and we'll hang it up in District somewhere.
Yeah, we'll put it on a nice 8-foot by 4-foot banner or something in the arena.
If you can't stick around, please do. We'll get some pictures, and we'll get them printed out. If you would like the picture, we'll get them sent over to your WhatsApp or anything like that. Yeah. We'll get them over to you as well.
Yeah. Simpson, are you streaming it? Unfortunately not. We were going to, but that was before we decided to close Bunker. And if we were to stream it, the original plan was to put in Starlink internet. And obviously with Bunker closing, it just doesn't make sense to take out Starlink internet to have the cost of it and everything to only put it up for one event. We do try and keep our costs towards teams incredibly low. It is something that we do need to look at on increasing. We do try and keep it as cheap as possible to compete with us, just so then it removes any barriers for new teams. So unfortunately, this event will not be streamed. However, if you are free, I know it's a bit of a drive for some people possibly. If you are free and you want to come and spectate, you want to be a part of the last final event at Bunker, you've got absolutely no qualms with that. Just bring some iPro with you. You can come along, you can have a bit of a laugh with all of us. But like we said, this will be the final event that will be held on them fields.
Costa.
Yes.
Your mum isn't cooking this time because she fucking scared me last time.
She scares all of us.
I felt forced to eat.
Mate, I'm one of the owners and I'm still fucking shit scared of her. If Ash is still in this chat, right? If Ash is still in this chat, I think he's still got PTSD from your mum.
No, I think so.
I mean, I had Magnum pretty much shoved down my throat.
Yeah, I got chased by her with an ice cream.
Well, I
Right.
tried to refuse the burger that she was given to all the refs when on the last 5 man.
Yeah.
And I swear God, she flung it at me.
What'd you tell me? Ash went, why? Are you on diet? And he was like, yeah. She went, you don't need diet, eat. I was like, Ash, just eat it, please.
Yeah, no. I can't confirm yet, but maybe.
But yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a special day. It'll be a good day on Saturday. Be the final event for Bunker. Obviously, I've seen a few comments in there about a minute silence for the site. And to be fair, yeah, we can do a minute silence for Bunker as long as everyone enjoys it.
Fucking minute silence. We want a minute cheer.
Yeah.
Just to see what it's actually fucking accomplished.
Yeah, I mean, what we set out to do and what we designed the whole thing to do. It's done its job. Look at a year ago. You know what I mean? The scene was non-existent near enough. We've done a lot of work. Obviously, Level 2 did quite a bit before us, and alongside us as well. Obviously, the arena's no more. Then obviously, we've continued it on. There's other sites that are jumping on it now. So a year from now, I'd like to see where the scene's at. That'll be pretty cool.
Hopefully, a lot more new teams.
Yeah.
Hopefully, obviously, the thing is though, sky's the limit. It always has been. The more teams play, the bigger the prize pots become. The better the gameplay becomes. Obviously, we can improve on the streams. We know that. Obviously, we know where we can improve. But obviously, if you guys see anything else that we can improve on, always just drop a message.
Morgan, now we've got a third call.
And we will accommodate. Apart from Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan, we don't accommodate for Morgan.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know what? That's fine.
But that's the thing, though. Like, people, I think that's why we managed to build such a decent brand. Was people were saying you should do this, or you should do that, or this needs improving, or that needs improving. And we've done it. Like every time we've done it, like people said, you know, the airbank, we improved on the airbank. People said, oh yeah, there was the pits, we improved on the pits. We did all that. You know, who else listens to the players the same way that we do? No one does. No one in the UK.
You're not going to fucking die. I think we're chili tits.
Someone's going to die in Jake's house by the sounds of it. But
last thing she wants food.
But no, to be fair, this has gone on for an hour and 20 minutes now. So group draws are done. Schedules will be out in the next couple of days, and we will hold a minute of noise on Saturday, and hopefully Crossbow Pete's there as well.
I'll bring my bang grenade. We'll make some noise.
Yeah. So obviously, if there's anyone in here that doesn't know, you know, how to find us, how to contact us, best way for myself is on Instagram. You should be able to see in the bottom corner. There's my handle for Instagram, which is Luke_Curtin27. If you have any questions about the competition or anything like that, you can either message me through there or you can message the Bunker CQB over on Instagram as well. We're always answering questions. Full auto run for you and Costa to celebrate. Sounds like a huge job, that Costa.
So from what I read there is everyone has to run and then me and you would full auto on everyone.
Sounds good.
Because realistically, we've always took the shots because we've been refs. So it's our time to give yous guys back.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So I think that's
in actual fact, I'm pretty sure everyone's gun should be semi-locked.
Yeah, actually, they should be semi-locked. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, my semi's pretty much full auto anyway, so we're all good.
We definitely need to limit yours, like.
Just put a sniper delay on it.
Yeah.
Jake, obviously, if you want to let everyone know how to find you, if they've got any questions, anything like that.
I can't even remember my name on Instagram, so I'll drop it in the chat. So once we're finished, if anyone wants to find me, just look in the chat and you'll find my Instagram name.
It might work, it might not. There we go. It is cartel_horny_66.
That's my Instagram name. So if anyone wants
There it is, right there. Cartel Horny 66. And Costa, if anyone has any questions,
You can find me on my handle, which is there. Also, the Bunker CQB page on Instagram, on Facebook. Just reach out if you've got any questions. Obviously, I'll apologise straight away. I will be horrible on the comp because reference sucks. But after that,
just
we might
just
be
on
able
the
to share
comp,
a beer.
just on the comp, yeah.
Literally just throughout the comp, mate. But then, obviously, we'll be able to crack a couple of beers open, maybe.
yeah, I'm definitely getting
See.
over a couple of beers or something.
So,
Well, I was thinking afterwards when we all go find somewhere, we'll get food, all of us. Well, anyone that can join.
I was going to say we're going to have 12 teams, all potentially 5-man up, so that'll be including staff and all that. Probably about 65 of us, 70 of us.
We'll just book out
walk into a pub and just be like, "Yeah, mate, can I have a table for 65?"
I reckon we'll still get balls.
I'll get Paul's what a euros, Morgan. Yeah,
No,
I am fitting 70 people into my house.
Yours.
I am fitting 70 people into my house.
I mean, we've got enough chairs.
So obviously, before we end this stream, obviously with the announcement coming up there, with bunker closing, I don't know about you, Costa, but I think you might agree here. I think it might be fitting that we show you a picture of what bunker was like when we first got it. Well, one of the photos.
And to where it was.
And that right there is one of the photos of the ground of how we actually got the site. Very, very early days.
Whereabouts is that photo? Just for context, obviously.
That is right near the competition fields.
Oh, actually, yeah, I know where the truck is. I can see where the truck is.
And you'll see that is actually one of the competition fields. Well, was. So you can see the amount of work that had to go into the groundwork and all that, and some of the good memories. Obviously, we managed to get it towards that, and as we started putting in the pits, and many of you might know, them pits are actually no longer there. They are gone. The wind had them.
Wasn't there that the ones the wind destroyed?
Yeah, the wind destroyed all that. Some of the earlier footage of what the site used to look like along the earlier days. That was after we actually took the site.
This was a couple of weeks in, wasn't it?
Yeah. But people can see from this that the groundwork and all that had to go into that site was immense. And I think the best thing that we could probably say with this is to any of the teams that are on here, like watching this, that have been there since the beginning and stuff, is probably a thank you. This isn't the end of the road, obviously, for us, because we've still got district, but from the bunker crew, which will then turn into district crew, this has definitely got to be a big thank you from us. Some crazy
for all the support, the love, and everything in between, the laughs, the cries. And
the moment when we had to move 60 ton of road planes to put a car park in for you guys. Some good times, some very, very good times. And I will leave you with a lovely little snapshot of Costa. There you go.
There's about that much rubber, isn't there, in district?
Yeah. Hey, look, your hairline's better there. That was a year ago. Is that stress, mate, look there? But yeah, from obviously all the bunker crew, it's definitely got to be a nice thank you. We've always said since the beginning that it's not us that make the site, it's always been the players that make the site. And I think that's got to be a testament towards the current UK scene, which is pretty insane, to be honest. We've had a lot of love for the site since the beginning.
Get some plugs while in Turkey.
Crazy photos on here. And then look, the September comp. See, the weather was fine. Look at that grass. It's perfect.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking
Problem
about.
at all. Oh, I see a wild Costa. But yeah, I think I quite happily speak on behalf of all of the bunker team. It's definitely going to be a thank you, and everyone, don't be little bitches, and you've got to book on to District 23 comps now. But yeah, anything else you guys want to add? Jake, do you want to add anything?
No, like I said, just obviously get yourself down to District 23 and try and get down on Saturday if you can. Be a good laugh for everyone and be there.
Costa?
Yeah, like I'll just add the same as Jake. Just get yourselves down, have a laugh with on the day. Obviously, we'll have a couple of beers after. We'll just all have a laugh, get together, have a talk, just a gathering, and then obviously that's when we'll shut the gates. The final
For
time.
the final time, yeah, to the public. Crazy times. Crazy
Yep.
times. But yeah, we're going to leave that one there. And like we said, if you have any questions, anything that you need to know, feel free to follow us over on Instagram, all three of us. Obviously, Jake is competing, but if you need any help with any of the rule books, anything like that, fire me or Costa a message, either through our personal Instagrams or the site Instagram, which is Bunker CKB. And other than that, I think I will see you guys on Saturday. See you all later.